Hey guys, what is going on? And welcome back to another episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. This is episode number 52, and today we are returning with 4 massive games with our Terriers, all in the Premier League, as we aim to stay top of the table and pull away from the chasing pack. So lots to get through today. Let's just get straight to it. Now, to briefly recap the last episode, it was a mixed bag of emotions, as we called it, really. There were some things went really well, some things were terrible. We lost the first game 2-0 to Barcelona away from home in the Champions League round of 16 second leg, which sadly did knock us out of the competition, and we won't reach the quarterfinals like the board asked us to do. So bit of a shame, but no shame in losing to Barcelona, especially as this was our first ever season in Europe. But we did respond in the very next game with a 3-2 victory away at Old Trafford against Manchester United in the FA Cup quarterfinals to put us into the semi-finals of that competition for the first time ever. So delighted with that. But the third and final game was a slip up, no denying it. It was 2 points dropped, not 1 point gained. We may have gained that point with a final touch of the ball, really, as Sisto headed in an equaliser into stoppage time, or was it just before the 90th minute? I can't remember now, but we got a point anyway, a 1-1 draw, but it was still a pretty bad result, all things considered. So today, 4 big games, again, all in the Premier League: Leicester away, Wolves at home, Stoke away, and Watford at home as well. These games aren't exactly the most difficult, but with just 8 games to go, is it 8 games to go? 10 games to go, sorry. It's still pretty tight in the title race right now. We are currently 4 points clear. We do have a game in hand, but those teams below us are not going away. They are not slipping up. They're still breathing down our necks. And whilst we are still currently probably the favourites to win the title, listen, I'm taking nothing for granted. It's not done yet. 10 games to go, and I'd say, come the end of today's episode, we'll have the best indication as to who's got the best chance of winning the Premier League title come the end of the season. So as we get into today's episode, there's lots of emails to get through because I simulated through to this date. Mexico wants to take over. We're going to say no to that, but cheers for the offer. There's a press conference email there we'll delete, and a couple of players want to terminate their contracts. Max Hoekstra, and who's the other one? Rodney Dijkstra, 2 Dutch talents. We'll have a look at those 2 in a minute. And also 3 more scouting updates from our scouts currently based in Germany, Australia, and Sweden as well. Went quite quiet, didn't I? So let's have a look at these latest youth academy boys, or youth talents, I should say, that have been scouted. Again, we're still making sure these players look amazing before we do put them in the academy. So I can see the scouting on a lot of these guys, and rejecting quite a few as well. I feel like, I know I said this a couple episodes ago, and you guys did correct me in the comment section down below. You can still have those players poached away. I must be either getting extremely lucky or my save is blessed by the gods of FIFA, because I am not having that problem at all. No players are getting poached away to other clubs in my saves right now, and that is fantastic news. So we'll put one of those guys in our academy. We'll continue scouting on a couple, and I think we will reject a couple of these boys as well. From Australia, he can definitely go, he can definitely go, he can definitely go, he can stay for now, he can stay for now, and he can stay for now as well. But again, I want to make sure that I get the very best players into our academy. I don't want to waste my time with players that, 400 grand valuation, I can see the scouting on him. I don't want to waste my time with players who, could be alright, but their overalls might be shockingly low. And I want to make sure that when I do sign a player to our academy now, due to how stacked our youth squad is, I want to make sure they've got at the very, very least, an exciting prospect tag to work with. Otherwise, due to how good our youth prospects are right now anyway, and how young our team is regardless, they're never going to get used, and it's going to be a waste of money and a waste of our time as well. So we want the very best going into the Huddersfield Town Academy for the time being. So that is the free scouting updates. Now we have a youth monthly report. Let's find out how good those 2 players were. There's one of them, Max Hoekstra, 61 overall, 8187 potential. Yeah, I'll put him in the first team. And I think the other one was Dijkstra, wasn't it? Rodney Dijkstra. Where's he? Right at the bottom areas. So those are the youth players that have been scouted. There is Rodney Dijkstra. He might get released though. He wants a contract, but we got some decent CMs here anyway. 84-90 potential is good. He'll probably have that exciting prospect tag, but 56 overall, it's going to take a while before he's even getting in the first team. So we'll promote his bro, but for the time being, no, he can go. I'm not going to bother. He forced my hand. He said, give me a contract or I'm going. Well, I'll put you out the door. I'm not interested. However, Max Hoekstra is one we did promote, so let's take a look at how good he is. I think he was a CDM, so let's have a look at see what his potential is. Showing great potential with low medium work rates, a right-footed player. And that's not too great. It's not terrible. And see, that to me ruins any kind of youth player. 1-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. Look, showing great potential is good, but forget it. He's going straight on. I might just release him. How much would that cost? 22. I might just release him. You know what, I'll leave him for now. I'll put him on a transfer list next season. If we can't sell him, he's getting released. 1-star skill moves and 2-star weak foot. I'm sorry, but to me, that ruins any youth player. It ruins any of them. That is so frustrating. So first game today, it's Leicester City away at King Power Stadium, who last season finished very strong in the top 4. This year, not doing quite as well in 12th place, but a very good lineup regardless, and a very tough team to face, I'm sure. 4-4-2 for the game with Slimani and Rodrigo, their strike duo today. And I'm going to try and run through the intros to the teams a little bit quicker than I normally do in these episodes. The irony, of course, is that I'm taking more time telling you about that. But yeah, hopefully I'll be a little bit quicker today just to stop me from rambling on. But 4-2-3-1 for our lineup going into this game. It's our normal league lineup, but there are 2 changes, and those are both in defence. The Ox and Twansby have both returned from international duty. A little bit tired, so Mawson and Odibaji will step in. But for the most part, it is our similar league lineup, and I'm fancying our chances of starting off with the 3 points here. Let's go again. 14.
Well, the visiting team have been really entertaining us with some great attacking football, and actually they're the top scorers in the league so far.
Well, they play such an open, expansive game. It does leave them vulnerable at times, but they've just been outscoring the opposition.
Sessignon through to Amati. And Marty finds Sisto, man inside is Vitinho. I'll give it to the Brazilian here. And Vitinho tries to get away from his man. Can he do so? Oh, I didn't see Moses in space. I didn't see Moses in space. Now I do. Now I do. And this time I'll give it to him. And that will make it 1-0. And how many times does Moses give us a goal? And the assist comes from the guy putting his hand on his shoulder. These two are bros, man. They love playing with one another. Vitinho inside. Moses with the finish. 1-0 Huddersfield Town. Could have played him through there, but said, don't worry about it, Moses. I'll give it to you when you're in a much better room of space. And he drills it in, and it is 1-0. We are still leading by a goal to 0, 3 minutes after the restart. Leicester had a couple of chances in the first half, but for the most part we're just soaking up pressure. But they are through here, and they have made it 1-1. A nice 1-2 between that strike duo of Slimani and Rodrigo, and a good finish by the number 18, and Leicester are back on level terms. And honestly, man, for the amount of goals we scored this season, I'm delighted with it, but I can't wait for next year when we bring in Ezekiel Garay, because he's really going to improve our backline. We need some experience because we just cannot defend. Nice ball inside there, quick little 1-2 between the players, and a deft finish as well past Ross Hudson. Look, we need to improve our backline next season. Scoring goals is not our problem. We're such an attack-minded team, but at the back, we're like Bambi on ice for the most part. Just don't have full control of any situation. And Leicester do have an equalising goal, but we can respond directly afterwards. We've done so. We've done so. Malcolm with the goal, 2-1. And look, we can't keep clean sheets. We just can't do that. What we can do is outscore our opponents. A rapid attack right from kickoff. Malcolm played through, and a brilliant goal. No chance here with 7 minutes to go to put these points to bed. Moses down left-hand side, takes it around, and Didi was covering, and it's still Moses on the ball, and still Moses does really well, dinks it backwards, and Chilwell loosed out to King, and there is the third goal. Ben Chilwell loses out to Bradley King, 3-1, points in the bag, game over. Moses dinked it in, and the recipient was supposed to be Vitinho, but he lost flight of the ball, and then Ben Chilwell lost his concentration. Bradley King steals him, puts it into the bottom corner, 3-1, points in the bag, no doubt about it now. Tried to return the favour to Vitinho after his assist to Moses in the first half, but didn't quite get that right, but it's okay because Bradley got it right. And then Chris Smalling, oh, that was almost a lovely lob over Ross Hudson there by the ex-Manchester United defender. It's still 3-1. And, I mean, the points are definitely safe and sound now, no doubt about it. But if we can get a fourth goal, that would be fantastic, as the Ox is released down the right-hand side here. And there's men in support. One is Bradley King, one is Vitinho. But the Ox takes it himself, and that is a penalty, referee. Thank you very much. And a chance to make it 4-1. Well, no complaints from the manager and no surprise. Definite penalty and a chance to make it 4-1. Now, Moses scored every penalty he's taken so far. He is going for that golden boot and 30-plus goals a season, but I kind of want to let Vitinho take it because obviously he deserves a goal for his general play today. So we're a team here. We're a team here, and I'm going to let Vitinho take it. Go to the top right and try and get a fourth goal if we can. And there it is. Vitinho with the finish, 4-1. And like the game was over. The points are in the bag. But it's just great to get Vitinho a goal as well, because he's played so well. And whilst normally he's getting the assist for a Moses goal, I want to see him score today as well. We are a team. We're not a one-man band. Moses may score the vast majority of our goals, but we're a team here. We're a unit, and that's why we play so well. 4-1 the final score, thoroughly deserving win, and what a way to bounce back after just one win in 3 and a slip-up in the last game at home to West Ham. That was a great performance and a great result. Had we not won this game, I would have been very frustrated. We dominated really from start to finish, and whilst Leicester did get back on level terms 5 minutes after the restart, we thoroughly deserved these 3 points and then some. So delighted that once again it's our attacking prowess that gets us the win. And for man of the match, I think everyone deserves credit, but it will go to Vitinho. He got the goal he deserved for some general great play in today's game. Get the assist for Moses' first goal as well. Played really well, and no doubt my man of the match. So 4-1 the final score, delighted with the performance, and delighted with the result. Most importantly, we're still top and we're trying to pull away. So we're going to jump straight into the second game of 4 today on a high from that last win as we take on struggling Wolves in a relegation zone here at home. Got to fancy our chances heading into this one, but a lot of changes to the team due to fitness reasons. So you'll see the lineup on the screen right now. Lots of alterations, including Smith back in the first 11 for the first time since the Greens joined Spartak Moscow in a Premier League game, wearing the armband at right back. And as for the Wolves team, well, we beat them pretty comfortably away at Molineux this season by 2-0 in a reverse fixture, but it's still a pretty decent young 5-2-3 with some decent talent in there as well. I don't think this will be an easy game. It could prove to be quite a difficult hurdle, but 3 points in this one, and we could really pull away with just 8 games to go. So let's get that win. Let's keep the momentum going. Now, one thing you might notice about me is that when I set my lineups going into a game, a lot of the time you'll see that the lineups are very similar. And I might have like a league lineup, a cup lineup, a European lineup. And the reason I do that, as Moses makes it 1-0, is because I like to get bonds going with the players and knowing what lineups suit us best. I'm not someone who just throws a random collection of players out there based on fitness and form alone. I like to have different lineups. Again, like a league lineup, a European lineup, cup lineup and whatnot. So I know what is sort of like the best system to play with the players and what players play better with other players as well. Understanding their off-the-ball movements, their runs and whatnot alongside one another. And I thought going into this game my Achilles heel might be that I've never tried this selection of players out there before, but instead won it up 15 minutes in, perfect start. So maybe this is the start of our best lineup going into next season, who knows? Probably not, but still, one thing's for sure, if Moses is in the team, he'll score our goals. 23 now this season for our number 33 as Kachunga's on the ball, gives it to Amati, in space to let fly. He will do so, and that's not too far off target. It's just too good, man. 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills, absolutely rapid, a clinical finish on the guy as well. Like, what does this guy not have? Sisto plays a beautiful crossfield to Kachunga there, who's away from his man. Oh, Kachunga, don't leave us, Kachunga, don't leave us. Oh, surely Sisto. Oh, Kachunga, don't leave us. Don't leave us next season. Tell me how much you want and I'll pay it. You're just so good as a squad player. Huddersfield 2, Wolves 0, but full credit to the assist from Kachunga. Moses may have missed the ball, but in the end I think it was a dummy because Sisto says, cheers daddy, I'll drill it into the top corner. 2-0, 9 for the year for Sisto. He's back to his best, back to season 1 form. And for Kachunga, what a squad player. I love this guy. So Wolves trying to respond here in the 55th minute. Oberlin's cross, a deep one. Smith heads it away, and Marty controls very well there and finds Kachunga. And Kachunga finds Davis. Do you know what I want you guys to do today? I want you to leave me a comment and let me know who is your squad player in your career mode saves, because there's always one. There's always one. I've always got one as well that always plays really well as Kachunga makes it free right on cue and gets the goal as well. Who is your squad player in your career mode saves that never lets you down, either coming off the bench, starting in midweek football, starting in those cup games? He seems a little bit nonchalant in the celebration there. Try not to read too much into that, but who is your squad player in your career mode saves? Let me know in the comment section down below and tell me why. Tell me why he's your squad player, your 6th man of the year that always performs so well. And tell me who he is, what position he plays, and why he changes so many games. Because for me, Kachunga is that type of player, man. I've always got one in every career mode save, and in this year it's Elias Kachunga. Guy is unbelievable. There is always one squad player that knows his role in every single series I do, and in this save it's Kachunga, and he's going to be one of my favourites of all time. 3-0 the final score, solid win, and for Elias Kachunga, give this guy a contract. I mean, we have given him a contract, 2 to be precise, but he's just not interested right now. Sign the ting, Elias, sign the ting. Don't leave us, mate. 3-0 the final score, though. Not exactly actually a dominant win this one. Not quite as good as the Leicester game, but a win regardless. And a delight to get a clean sheet as well in the league for the first time in quite a few games. Several players could have got man of the match. Sisto got a goal and assist in this game, played very well. But I will give it to Kachunga, who also got a goal and assist and was sensational throughout. Look, we don't want to see this guy leave, man. We don't want to see this guy leave. So I don't think we'll ever have a player as good as this that comes off the bench and changes games or starts in cup and midweek games and performs so well despite not always being a regular starter. I love him so much. And so with that in mind, we're going to offer him a contract right now. The thing is, I just don't know what he wants here, you know? Like, he's got 3 months left. He could still get poached away to another club or just leave into the free agents pool. And as things stand, it's looking really likely. We need to tie this guy down and keep him here. He's okay being known as a rotation squad player, which is exactly what we want to see. We're going to give him a 4-year deal, which he's totally happy with as well. We're going to disregard the release clause, but we have to make the first move regarding the wages. And if you remember, we offered 30 grand a week a couple episodes ago, and he walked out. He was furious with that. So we're going to say, okay, we'll give you an extra 5 grand a week then. 35 grand a week. That's still a lot of money, Elias. That's still a lot of money. That's an awful lot of money. That's more than I earn in a year. So come on, mate, accept that contract. Okay, all right, that's right. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. He wants 36.5 grand a week and a 460 grand sign-on bonus, 4-year deal. Okay. Alright, that's a bulky sign-on bonus there for a squad player, but you saw in the last game how good this guy is, you know how important he is to us. Fine, it's more than I want to pay for the guy, it's 10 grand a week extra, but I think if anyone deserves that pay increase, if anyone deserves that raise, it's Elias Kachunga. He's going nowhere, he's staying here, new 4-year deal agreed. Elias Kachunga stays as our 6th man of the year every year. And also after that contract agreed, Sheffield United are putting a bid here for Alexander Vestergaard. They want to take him to Bramwell Lane, and I'm totally fine with that. He's currently on the transfer list, shows great potential, but someone we can do better than in this team. His growth is very slow as well, so I'm fine letting him go. And if he wants to leave, he can leave. So third and penultimate game today, Stoke City away, who of course a newly promoted side after last season. They were in the Championship from their relegation from Season 1, playing a 5-2-3 just like Wolves, and a pretty decent team as well, a threatening front three with Horter on the left, Eric Lamela on the right, and Saido Berahino their striker as well. But as for us, after 2 different lineups in the first 2 games, a 3rd consecutive one here, so not really much consistency going on in our team selections, but back to our normal league lineup, if you will, for this game. So certainly fancying our chances. Let's get another 3 points, make it 3 wins from 3, and try and put away at the top of the table and possibly extend the lead to double digits for the first time. Let's get it done. Easier said than done though. Stoke away, always a tough test for any team. As we win an early corner here, Vitinho will take it, whips it into the near post, and it's flicked behind by Muniesa. Good start from the Terriers though. Let's try and find that goal. I'm going to loop this corner actually towards the back stick. Don't normally do this and then try and head it back down. I normally drill onto the near post, but I'll try something different there. And what? Oh, it must have gone out for a goal kick. Well, that's why I don't try something different normally. Near post corners for me have a much higher rate of success. Far post corners that flick down don't really do too much for me. And for that one, I couldn't keep it in play. That was awful. It's Moy. It went out for a goal kick as Malcolm gets on the ball, cuts inside, goes for goal. Butler makes the save, but then Sisto turns in the rebound to reach double digits for the season and get his 10th goal. And we do have the lead 22 minutes in. That corner went out for a goal kick. Malcolm down the right hand side, trying to cut inside, does well. Might need a teammate, gives it to Moy. Moy to Amati, trying to break down a very compact Stoke team at the moment. Now Moy through to Moses. Vimmer is there, and away it goes. They've done basically nothing all game. We've been the better team, but whilst the lead is still 1, I'm taking nothing for granted as Saido finds Lamela. And Eric Lamela inside to Bojan, and Bojan finds Berahino, and here comes Stoke looking for that equaliser. Berahino, good stop by Hudson. 15 minutes to go. This game is not done yet. Taking nothing for granted here. 12 minutes to go. Still 1-0. Lamela controls, crosses, and Horter heads it in, and there is the equalising goal. And if you don't take your chances, you will be punished. And Stoke City are surely going to claim a point with 11 minutes to go. But the truth is, we've not had that many chances because he's just not played too well in this game. A long ball forward, Billing lost out. A lovely deep cross to the back stick. Horter beats the Ox in the air and heads it past Hudson. 1-1. and this is going to be a major slip-up. We could have gone 10 points clear. This would be a big 3 points for us, 3 wins in a row, but instead, Stoke back on level terms, and no other way of looking at it. This will be 2 points dropped, no other way of looking at it. Oh man, we have let these 3 points slip for our fingers. We can't be having these sort of results if we want to win a title. Oh God, what happened there? Muniesa is storming clear. Mark Muniesa has won the game for Stoke, and we've lost it. I can't believe this. Stoke have turned the game on its head. I have no idea what happened there, but Muniesa was sent clear, 1-on-1, and Stoke have won it. I think it was a pass that deflected right into the path of Mark Muniesa, round Ross Hudson, who came out to meet him, puts it into the open goal. It's 2-1, and a thrilling end here. Trackpad has surely seen Stoke come from behind to claim the win. I cannot believe it. It's 2-1, and surely Stoke... Oh yes, Moses with the finish, 2-2. Forget what I said. We're back on level terms. Is there another twist in this late tale? King with the roulette releases Moses. 2-2. I've lost my voice. This is unbelievable. What a thrilling end to a game where there was basically nothing going on. Is there one final chance? No, because the referee blows for full time, and that will do it. So 2-2 the final score, just like against West Ham. We avoid defeat courtesy of a very late goal, but we almost lost it late on after Stoke turned the game on its head. We'll take the point though. We'll take the point. We're still staying top of the table regardless, but it is 2 points dropped, but it could have been so much worse. Well, that was a really fun end to that game, wasn't it? Very, very thrilling finale there after quite an uneventful one for the most part. With 2-2 the final score, we'll give man of the match to Lamella for bagging 2 assists in this game, and I guess we'll take the point. And also confirmation after the game, Alexander Vestergaard has agreed to join Sheffield United for next season for 940 grand. A decent youth prospect, but probably wasn't going to get that many minutes in this team, so he can go elsewhere, and yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Can he add to the goals he's scored already this season? He's already the top scorer in the league. What a match, and it's live.
So 4th and final game today, now Watford here at home. The battles with Watford are normally quite fun, minus the 1-0 win we had here last season, which was pretty uneventful. So hoping for another good game, most importantly a return to winning ways. Just the one change heading into this game from our normal league lineup, and that sees Davis slide into the CM area with Moy dropping to the bench. So Billing will wear the captain's armband today. And as for Marco Silva's team, it's the 4-2-3-1 we're becoming quite familiar with now. It's normally pretty much the exact same lineup every time we faced them, with that man player leading the line for them, who normally caused us quite a few problems. So Watford, 4th and final game. Let's get a return to winning ways and try and pull away at the top of the table once again. We can't afford to slip up here.
Well, the hosts come into this game with some very good statistics for their record here at home, and it is actually unparalleled in the league at the moment.
Yeah, really poor game to begin with. I think I jinxed it pre-game. It's not been good. 35 minutes in, nothing's really happened, but maybe Watford can change that down left-hand side with player on the ball. Trying to take it around to Ansby, finds his man Pereira inside the area, round the Great Dane, and Pereira hits it in off the post and gives Watford the lead. Well, it's been a pretty poor start. We surrendered possession multiple times, and Watford have gone in front 8 minutes before the break, and it's Pereira who's made mincemeat of us. Oh, he took it around Billings as if he wasn't even there, and hits it in off the post to give the Hornets a goal in this first half after a very poor start to the game. So 1-0, and now we've got to buck our ideas up. You know, we drew against Stoke, we slipped up in that game. We can't afford to have 2 slip-ups in a row here. Let's try an instant reply if we can, like we did against Stoke. Kabasele loses out to Vitinho. Moses there, and there is that instant reply. Kabasele loses out. Vitinho finds Moses. These two link up again, and we are right back on level terms. I don't know if that was a pass from Vitinho or just a tackle, but he might not get the assist, but credit him with the unofficial assist for Moses' 25th of the year, and it's an instant reply. 1-1 back on level terms. I'll sit up straight now. We've been slouching a little bit, and it's been a really poor start to this game. As you can see there, Watford have dominated possession. They were leading, and Chamberlain... Is that a penalty? I think it might be. I can't tell whether that's a penalty or not. Chamberlain took Pereira down. Yeah, that's a penalty. That's inside the area. And a chance here for Watford to get right back in front directly after our goal. Player will take it to a stuttering run-up, but he sends Hudson the wrong way. It's 2-1. Watford back in front Well, it's a bizarre ending to the Stoke game, and it's a bizarre ending to the first half in this one. Watford restored a lead instantly. Richarlison crosses to the middle. Sessegnon flicks it down. We can't get the danger away. Now we can. And it is fully cleared. Thank goodness for that. We're feeling the pressure now. We are really feeling the pressure. The chasing pack are breathing down our necks. We really are crumbling. We need at least an equalising goal here. Davis on the ball. Holds it up. Finds Moses Simon. Akinfe with the save. We need a point. Come on. Well, I think that's the game. Our camera battery is basically dead. And our title dreams have taken a massive dent towards the end of today's episode as well. A 2-2 draw against Stoke. A 2-1 defeat at home to Marco Silva's Watford, who continue to impress both in real life and in the game as well. A major scout for them, but a major blow for us. And these stats don't make for pleasant viewing either. Not pleasant viewing at all. We're an attack-minded team with the league's highest scorers, and today, simply put, we did not show enough bite when going forward. Just too timid. Far too timid. I'll give Pereira man of the match though for scoring that lovely first goal and playing very well in this Watford team as they got... Did he win the penalty as well? I can't remember. I don't think he did. But we'll give him man of the match regardless. And he played well in Watford's big victory. But for us, a massive loss. And after United won as well, you'll see the league table. It's squeaky bum time. There's very few games to go. And I'll tell you this right now. We are crumbling under the pressure. And we're going to have to really pull our socks up and pull ourselves together if we are to stay top and win this title. But that will end today's episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode. Guys, you're a big fan. Thank you for watching. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy the video, then please do drop a like, as likes are, of course, very much appreciated. And it really helps the channel out as well. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic evening. And I'll see you for the next episode of the Huddersfield Town Career Mode featuring the FA Cup semi-final against Everton very soon. Bye.